Hello everyone, welcome back to another What Sold With Me video. This is for the week of June 2nd through the 8th, so I am about 2 weeks behind, so not too bad. These are things that are still selling now, quickly, things that I've picked up at the bins, keeping my cost of goods really low, and yeah, just what has been selling for me. I share with you guys the brand, how much it sold for, and how long it took to sell. So I will share my screen and go over all that jazz with you guys. Just a good tool, I guess, to kind of see what other people are selling or picking up. And sales have been pretty consistent, thankfully, with it being June. Summer is officially almost here. Next week is the first day of summer. So it's gonna hit that, summer slowdown spot. For me, it's, June, July. Those are the slowest months for me. But the past couple of weeks have been very consistent, and I'm knocking on wood. Please don't go away. I have been listing every day consistently at least 5 to 10 items, which is not a lot, honestly. Not a lot. But if you don't know, I am pregnant. I am about ready to pop. So the 5 to 10 is just perfect for me right now and my family and what I am able to do while also preparing for a new little girl. So that is what I have been doing. My daughter is officially out of preschool, so a lot of my free time has been going towards her. If you're a parent, you know what the deal is. So I'm very happy with how things are going right now. And I hope that they stay the same throughout these slower months, with just me being consistent with listing and picking up things that I know will sell based on their sell-through rate or what is in season. The consistency has been key for me. I have to be consistent to see those sales come in. I have to be consistent with listing, with cross-posting, and a platform that has really helped. As you guys know, I have been using Prime Lister. My favorite thing about Prime Lister is the cloud-based technology. I do not have to have my laptop open. I do not have to be sitting at my computer to share items, to make sure offers are being sent out, etc. They do have some new features that they recently rolled out with bulk editing, bulk sending out offers, and bulk relisting items, so stale items, which has been really nice. I'll show you guys how easy it is to do. I literally did this the other day. I went through and I figured out the oldest items that I have, and I just sent out super steep offers to people. I'm trying to clear things out. But definitely check it out if you are looking for some sort of cross-listing Poshmark bot service, because it's always working in the background while you're able to do everything else that you need to do in your reselling business. And it's also super easy to use. So if you are interested, you can use the link down below in my video description for 30% off your first month. I highly recommend it. Definitely click the link below in my video if you are interested. Okay, so this is the week of June 2nd through the 8th. Like I said, that is a Sunday through a Saturday, I believe. Yes, Sunday through Saturday. So on eBay, I did sell 33 items for a total sales amount of $1,411. Poshmark was 20 items and I sold 491. Total sales would be 53 items or sales shipped out. Total amount is around $1,900. My estimated cost of goods, this is all based off of an average because all these items are from the Goodwill outlet. So on average, they come out to be, oh, there's a sale. They come out to be about $1 to $2 per item. So that's how I factor in my cost of goods. For these items, it was $106, which brings my profit to about $17.96. So pretty good for a week. I'm hoping it stays that way. Like I said, I'm going to jump into eBay sales, and like I do in all these videos, I'm not going to share every single sale with you guys. I'm just showing you the items that I think would benefit you from learning about, maybe brands or style-based pickups that I think you should be on the lookout for. So let's jump into it. This is Double RL Ralph Lauren. This is a major bolo. If you find this brand, be very excited. They do sell for a really good amount. This item sold for $40 on a half off sale. So I originally had this listed at $80, which probably was entirely way too much. So that's why it didn't sell very quickly and ended up selling during this markdown that I had. But still $40 for an item that I got from the bins is great. This was just a Henley, and I had found 2 other double RL pieces at this time, and those both already sold for a good amount. I think over $50 a piece for those. So this one was the last one of that kind of bins haul to go. And that one did take a couple months to sell. Next is a brand called Citron. Find the tag for you guys. This is a really good brand. I love finding it. I will even pick it up at the regular Goodwills if they are maybe like a half off color tag or price really good. I always run my comps if I'm finding it at the regular Goodwill. So a tunic style will do really good. Anything that has like heavily, anything that's heavily embroidered. There we go. So this one was really pretty. It was Asian inspired, had like a tunic length. It was rayon. It was just really pretty. Had a really pretty like mandarin neckline. Very, a lot of factors went into what I priced it at 80, which it didn't sell that much, but it did have a lot of attention. It ended up selling for 40 with the 50% off sale. But definitely a good brand, one of my favorites. Next are some John Varvatos men's Chelsea boots. These were kind of heavy, so I probably paid like $5 to $10 for these. They did sell on an offer for $60, and they had some significant wear. So some creasing to the leather, and then the heel was a little bit like smushed. I don't even, a little bit defective. Everything was noted in the listing, and they still sold within a month. You can't even really see the John Varvatos down there, but definitely a good brand to be on the lookout for. I do pick it up every time I find it at the bins. I'm very picky when it comes to John Varvatos at the regular thrift store. I just want to make sure like it's going to have a high sell-through rate and it's worth the cost to buy. Things that have like better fabric content or more, like a jacket or a sweater, things like that will obviously sell for a little bit more. But yeah, just always run your comps on this brand, but definitely a fun bins pickup. This is Blank NYC, which I do not ever pick up anymore. I used to pick up their faux leather jackets a ton. They don't sell for me anymore. If they do, it's $20 and it takes like a year. So stopped picking those up, but this was a more style-based pickup from them. Comps looked pretty good. It's a quilted like cottagecore prairie jacket. It's so cute. And it did sell on best offer for $60. It took about a month and a half, but I think that's pretty good for selling in June. So jackets are still selling in June. I think this is like the perfect little nighttime summer jacket or, going into fall. So I really wanted to keep this myself, but I did not. I refrained. Oh no, my computer. I'm so sorry. This is a Lululemon Define jacket. I actually sold a lot of Lululemon this week, so it's still something that I pick up, especially at the bins, primarily at the bins. If I do find men's Lulu or, a newer style Lululemon at the regular Goodwill, I will definitely pick it up based off of price. But majority of the time, if I find it at the bins and it's in good condition, I'm going to buy it because it's going to sell eventually, and I've learned to not price it up like crazy like I used to. This is a size 10. It has the style code around the size right here. That's how you know it's a little bit of a newer style rather than an older style that does not have any style code. So this was a $50 sale, full price. So that was awesome. It did take about 2 weeks to sell. Oh no, my computer. Excuse me. Okay, this is a really cool vintage shirt that I found. It's front and back print. It was in such good condition. Like it looked like it had never been washed. No tags or anything, so I had to do measurements, and I did a reverse image search, and this is what popped up. So I used this as my stock photo. This was on some sort of like fashion blog, and it's just so cute. This is exactly what I thought of when I bought this shirt, is that it would just be perfect with this kind of aesthetic, going to Disneyland and like rocking it. It's so cute. But yeah, this was a full price sale for $60, and it did take a couple months to sell. We got more Lululemon. These are men's. I definitely thought they were women's when I found them. But they're really nice, newer style, super cute, like seafoam green. And let me show you. If you don't know, the size dot, generally men's have small through XL for their bottoms. And then this little style code, LM. It'll be M for men's and W for women. So that's a good way to tell whether or not your item is for men or women. Another thing is this logo is, I believe, always on the men's items. They don't ever use this for women's items. I could be wrong, so correct me if I am, but I think this Lulu logo is specifically for the men's items. So these are some super short running shorts, but they sold within a week for $39.99, best offer. These were those boots that I showed in my last haul video, the Oak, excuse me, Oak Street Bootmakers. So definitely a bolo. This brand has over 100% sell-through rate. These sold within a week and a half for $125 best offer. Mine had some, minor flaws or wear, but overall they were in really good condition. And these retailed for, like I said, I think $400. So definitely a great brand to be on the lookout for. There's the logo. A new leather men's boot that I have added to my register of things to keep an eye out for. So definitely a great brand, a quick flip. Oh my goodness, sorry about the slow computer. This is AYR, which is a great brand. I have found it a handful of times and they all have sold super quickly for a really good amount. So these are a pair of jeans that sold for $85 best offer. These are just so cute, and you can tell, the quality just by feeling them and looking at them. They were made so nicely. This brand retails for quite a bit, and they do have a following. Sell-through rate was pretty dang good. Not quite 100%, but I think with the size and the style of these, they sold super quick. It took about a week and a half. This is a fishing line or fishing brand called Hook. I found 3 of these men's kind of like lightweight athletic shirts in one bin, and I picked all of them up. I knew they would not sell for much, but they all sold within a week. So definitely a good sell-through rate. They all sold for about 15 to 20. So super quick flips. So awesome to pick up for $1. They all were so lightweight. So probably about $1 each, and they all sold, within that week for, I spent 3 and I sold 1 for 20, 2 for 15, so 30 for $50. So that's pretty dang good. Here is the tag on the inside. I think this season definitely played a big role in these selling so quickly. So once fall or winter approaches, definitely run comps again to see what the sell-through rate is. It might not be quite as quick, but right now, definitely a good time. This was a fun one. This is Melissa and Doug, a little license plate road trip game. I was not expecting, when I saw this, I was not expecting it to do well, but checking comps, it had over 100% sell-through rate for this specific game. Look at how cute it is. You flip it over when you see the plate while you're driving. So fun. I did sell this within 3 days, so it sold super quick. And for the full asking price of $19.99, I will continue to check other Melissa and Doug games or toys in general now. Now that I know that they have an audience, people are searching them out. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out and start running more comps on this brand. We love this brand for our kids. For Marlo, she has loved this brand, so it makes sense why people would be searching it out because it is pretty spendy. So finding it secondhand is great for kids. Oh, what's wrong with my computer? Next is H&M, which this is this was a test that I did just to see how it would do because it is linen blend. That's the only reason why I picked it up. It was in really good condition and it was a size large. So with those factors being there, I really was like, I'm just going to give this a shot to see how it does. And it sold within 3 days for $14.99. So not the greatest, you know, it's not a ton, but to turn $1 into 15 in like 3 days, that is fine by me. I will do that all day long. So brands like H&M, Zara, Old Navy, mall brands that don't typically sell for a ton, if they have a good fabric content like linen or silk or whatnot, then I will pick it up knowing that it will flip quickly. It just won't get a ton for it, but that is totally fine by me, especially, you know, only finding them at the bins. That's the only place I will pick up anything like this. So that was a quick one. We've got some Lulu Align joggers. These sold within a week for $29.99. I also found 2 other Lululemon leggings in the same bin, and I kept one of them for myself, so that was exciting. Every Lululemon piece I have found it at Goodwill or the bins. I have never paid full price for Lululemon ever in my life, and I don't think I ever will. I will always look on eBay or Poshmark, or I will just find things for myself when I'm thrifting or sourcing, yada yada. These, yeah, they're really nice condition, size 10, and they sold super quick. When I do find them at the bins, FYI, always check the crotch thigh area for any sort of like massive pilling or holes. That's the main thing. And some of them do have quite a bit of pilling in that area. Most of the time I can sweater shave it away and it looks pretty dang good. So if I feel like I can get rid of it and make it look, you know, decent, they still sell. I just snap a pic to show like, hey, there is a little bit of wear right here, just so you know. But it looks so much better than, you know, the way I found it with all the pilling and all that stuff in that area. So that's just what I do, and it seems to be working okay. This is a brand called Natural Life. There's a tag. Their dresses have a really good sell-through rate, which I was not expecting. I just thought that the style was so cute. It has like a tiered with the floral print. That's a terrible picture. Holy cow. Man, why are my pictures so blurry? And if anyone knows if I'm okay, so pictures look fine when I take them. I take all my pictures on my iPhone, by the way. When I upload them to eBay and I'm zooming in on them like this is not clear. What am I doing wrong? I've had this problem forever and I can't seem to figure it out. So is it just because it's shot on an iPhone, or is there some sort of trick that I'm not utilizing and it's why things are coming out not so crisp when you zoom in? Or is that everybody's listings? Because I feel like some people's listings are, you know, much better than mine as far as photo quality goes. So let me know in the comments if you have any tips. So this sold within like 4 days for $19.99. Not a high sale, like I said, but definitely a bread and butter quick flip. That's what I love to find at the bins. And yeah, this was so cute. This was also another blogger pic that I found by doing a reverse image search. So thank you, miss, whoever you are. You look fabulous and you helped sell this dress. Definitely. Another Lululemon. This is just a swiftly long sleeve. This was a newer style. It was kind of like a sheer ribbed style. Very cute. This sold within a week as well for $29.99. So, love Lululemon. Always and forever. These are some rock climbing shoes. I always pick these up at the outlet. They oftentimes get overlooked, but these guys sell quickly, and they usually sell, you know, between $19.99 to even upwards of like $60, depending on the brand and the condition. These sold within a week for $29.99. Kipling is a great brand. I love to find it and flip it. Following, people love it. This little monkey guy and then this rubber little Kipling logo is what you need to look out for. This one had a few spots and stains, so I priced it a little bit lower and accepted an offer of $19.99. but it did sell within like less than a week. So fun brand that I love to find. These are the the funniest shirts to me. I remember seeing them, just growing up, 90s, early 2000s. They are vintage, and this is the brand Body Dreams, which whoever is searching for this item, I highly doubt that they know the brand name. So just be sure to add in keywords like bikini girl, beach cover up body, like things like that, that if people are searching for it, they'll be able to find it. But this sold within a week for $19.99. So cute. Definitely a more summertime pickup. I don't think it would have done as well if it were listed, at a different time in the year. This was a super fun one. This was very vintage, very cute, 1970s like rainbow house robe coat. It zipped up all the way. It was quilted. It didn't have any tags, so I did have to provide measurements, and it had quite a few flaws. So everything was listed in my description. It also had a very strong odor of, that vintage smell. It was in somebody's attic or basement or closet for years and years and years. It just smelled very musty. So that was also noted in my listing. When I do find vintage items like that and I do not want to take the time to care for it or bring it back to life, I add that in my description. I say this needs some TLC, someone who, knows what they're doing, can give it a good soak and a good like stain treatment. This would be the perfect project, that sort of thing. So they know that what they're getting needs some work done to it to bring it back to life if they wanted to. Another one was listed on eBay for like $185 with like 20 watchers. So I knew it was going to sell, and I did price it low just because of the work that needed to be done. It sold within 2 days for full asking price, so that makes me so excited because somebody is going to fix that up and make it look so nice again. Now we're on to Poshmark. There's just a few on Poshmark I wanted to point out. Not a ton this week. A lot of bread and butter sales went out. Oh my gosh, what's going on? This is just Universal Standard. It was new with tag, so that's exciting to find at the bins. It sold for $43. It took about a week and a half, and I do like finding this brand, but it does not sell, in my opinion, for as much as I would like, or I don't know. It's a good outlet pickup, I will say that, but the sell-through rate and the comps aren't the best. So I'm very picky with what I find. If it's a dress or a jacket, things like that, I will pick up. Jeans do pretty well, but like a t-shirt or some pretty basic stuff like that, I'll usually pass on it. Oh no, my computer. This is Eileen West, which is, here's the tag. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. But this brand has a really good sell-through rate, and it usually can be flipped for about that $20 range, 20 to 30. This one sold within a week for 20, so very happy with that. Just a cute little summertime nightgown. I will pick that brand up at the bins specifically. I have my brands that I will only pick up at the bins if you haven't picked up by now. Yes, so that is one of them. Evelyn and Bobby is a great brand. They do like seamless wireless bras. Here's the tag. This one sold for $20 within I think a couple weeks, so not too bad. They do retail for I think close to $100, so they're pretty spendy, and they do have people that search them out. The sell-through rate is pretty good, so always a brand I will pick up. Even at the regular Goodwill, sometimes they'll price their bras at like $5. If it's a good size, I'll pick it up and I can flip it for usually $30. So a good brand to be on the lookout for. Zara, these are wide leg, like super wide leg pants. These sold for $21 in I think like a week and a half. So I mean, I'm very plain Jane when it comes to my style, but I consider myself to be fairly, oh my gosh, do I sound so old right now? I consider myself to be aware and up to date of what the styles and trends are for, you know, not even younger people, but just people in general, what the trends are and what people are wanting to wear. And this is one of those things that's like, oh my gosh, people are looking for this right now. So don't be afraid to pick up Zara, or just style-based pieces if you feel like, you know, they will sell. I don't pick up all Zara, no, but these were a newer style. How many times can I say style? Holy cow. These were a newer style, and I thought that they would do well, but very funky, cool pants, and they sold pretty quickly. Free People is honestly one of my top sellers on Poshmark. I will continue to pick it up at the bins. Yeah, it still sells, and I'm not picking up every single Free People item, but the things that I know will sell, I've kind of gotten the hang of it by now. I've been doing this a long time, and I know what people are kind of looking for and what is selling. So I love to find it at the outlet, and I price very fairly with my Free People because I know that the sell-through rate is not quite there always, and I know that it's a little bit saturated. So having my price be, you know, affordable and right at that like $20 mark seems to really help me move it. This is a new brand to me, Anoki. Show you the tag. This is a really pretty like caftan dress, made in India, 100% cotton. This is a really good brand. Sell-through rate is kind of there, not really, and there weren't many listed on eBay, so I think that it's still a great pickup. And it did sell for $40. I had it listed for $50. See, this one looks blurry too. Oh my gosh. So yeah, sold for $40 within a couple weeks. Anything like made in India or 100% cotton, I'm generally looking it up. So that was a fun little new brand to find. A couple more here. This is Nike. I just wanted to point out that I don't pick up every single Nike item that I find at the bins. Anything that's kind of out of the box or different than normal, I will pick up. This being one of them. I had never seen this print before. It had to be something that, you know, people were looking for, in my opinion. So it was an XL, really pretty, like doves all over it. It wasn't your typical Nike pullover hoodie that you see. So that's why I was able to get $35 for it. And it did sell within a month. So that's a fun find. Not to say I don't pick up the basic Nike pieces as well, but anything kind of funky or out of the box, I'm always picking up from them. These are a pair of Old Navy. Exciting. These were new at tag. They were a size 14, so great size. I always pick up new at tag Old Navy in the larger sizes at the bins. They always sell for me, and I will just continue to pick them up. Only $16, so maybe got like $12, $14 for this item, but still a quick flip, and I will happily take that. Lastly, Biaggi. This is just a packable backpack. It was new at tag. It sold for $25. So anything new at tag, I'm looking up. And I don't even know specifically if this brand is what sold the item or if it's just the fact that it's a packable backpack. So anything travel related, packable, things like that, I'm going to look up and see how they do. I can't remember the comps on this brand specifically, but this took about a month and a half to sell. And I'm happy that I got $25 for it. I think I had it listed for $35 or $40. So happy to see this one go. And that is going to do it for this week's What Sold With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You learned some new brands. You got some work done. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and your support on this channel. Every like, every comment, every subscription, like it just means the world to me. And I'm happy to have, you know, a community like you guys, my fellow thrifters, that I can share these fun finds with. So thank you again. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys on the next one.